4:30. I gotta stop this. The sun's not even up. I'm gonna go try this spot. I saw some bric-a-brac. Brought the Equinox back. Walking the beach last night. I saw some bric-a-brac. We'll go down and take a look. See what happens. 3:30 in the morning. Look at the stars. No UFOs. They've been spotted out here in New Hampshire. I saw two women with a garret. A couple of garrets down here. They were dry sanding. I don't know if they got anything, but I want to check this spot out. I was walking the beach last night. I saw some bricks hanging out. Let's see if there's anything going on. Real quick. I just got a couple coins. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a ring. Try to put the light on it. It's a little ring. Ooh, that looks old. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'll get it home and clean it up. I got a light over my mouth, so I'm in this deep hole. We're gonna keep hunting this. Little piece of a bullet. Like a 22 or something. That came up low. Guys, there's the shoals. Comes that sun. Boy, it's gonna be a nice day today. Still in this pool, you can see some of my holes. It's filling back in with water. Might hop the other side real quick. Read the beach. And got a good spot in. Where'd she go? Got a good spot, but I couldn't see it. It was too dark. I don't like hunting in the dark. You gotta be able to see what's going on. Walk right over it, you don't even know. Plus, I like to read the sand. Got it. Like to read the sand color. That way I'm not hunting on a big sand berm. Wasting my time and wasting yours. Coin. Been finding coins. I stopped and that's where I got that ring. Ooh, that's a shiny one too. That's a good sign. Get the shiny coppers. That's a good sign they've been here. I can't get over the sunrise. The friggin' goddamn governor opened the goddamn road down here. Stop being a jerk. Tell ya. I think that Sununu's part of the deep state. Please comment below if you think he is. I do. I think his father and Bush there instigated that. Wow, is that a beaut? I just can't get over that. There was a good one the other week. I was down here. Got something good here. Oh. Let me get my headphones working. Ooh. That's too good to be true. 39. Maybe Blackbeard himself is hiding down in there. That's weird double signal almost. One low and then one high. What the hell is that? Oh my god! Look at the size of that ring, you guys! Oh my god! Wow! Oh, wow! Look at that ring! Holy mackerel! I got Jack and the Beanstalk's ring! Wow! That's a mammoth one! I got a low signal too, I would have swore though. Whoa! Just dropped that sucker. I hate to run into the guy who wore that thing. Wow, is that a heavy one? Holy mackerel! Sorry, I got a little excited there. I'm gonna pocket that one right now. something else down in here. Ow. Kind of a choppy, broken one. We'll dig it. Been getting bits, nails, and well, I can't find it. I'm gonna go along here. Tide's coming in. This awesome looking pool. It dips right down. You can see the top. I was walking through and I saw some bric-a-brac and I said I'll come back, and I almost left this morning. I couldn't find it. It was so dark, but now we know where it is. And I was stumbling on these rocks here, and there's black sand underneath these rocks. That's what I'm getting. Got that big ring out of there. A bunch of ships out there this morning. I'll keep hunting. I'm gonna walk down here. There seems to be a seam. There's something over on that other end, but I don't know if I'll get over there. Looks like there's something going on that beach too. Tell you're in a good spot. You start seeing accumulations of shell and some bric-a-brac, like I tell you, and you want to hunt from that point down low. You'll probably get patches of aluminum in here, but just work down low and usually beneath this, because this is just sand getting pulled out. But I'll work up to the top of that area and then I'll come back down. They're talking about that are endangered or something. They don't look too endangered to me. There's millions of them. Gonna work out of this low area and hook out of here, wrap it up. I think there was a woman out there diving at the shoals yesterday and they had to rescue her. I don't know, maybe a medical emergency. Here comes the sun. It's a lobster boat right now out front there. Well, I had my excitement this morning. I got something nice. Actually, a couple nice little rings. Keep going. Here she comes. I love how the light reflects off the shoals when that sun comes up. We're going to get a kayak and get out there. Walk around there. Look for the silver bars that are buried out there. That's a beautiful sunrise. Well, onwards and onwards. And I got that ring over there. You can see where that little pool is, where those people are. I gotta get back here in the morning. There's gotta be some gold in here. See all the rocks and stones getting pulled down? There's a big trough down in this bottom layer. Look at that. Look how black the sand is though. Watch this. Look at that. It's like asphalt. What you want. And unfortunately, the rocks are getting bigger. Well, here's the wrap-up video. Pretty good day. Not a lot of coins, but we did get some jewelry and found out a few things. Some interesting stuff's happening to that beach. Got down there early. A lot of people ask me why I go down in the mornings. You see a lot of videos this time of year too on YouTube. A lot of beach detectorists early mornings, and people say, well, why do you hunt in the dark? Why are you down there that early? Well, it all goes back to low tides. And in the summer, spring and summertime, those low tides are early morning. And if you look over here, you get like a 1.0 in the AM, 1.1, which is a rather deep low tide, all early AMs. If you look over here in the afternoons, 7 o'clock at night, it's only a 0.4. Or 8 o'clock at night, it's a 0.6 compared to a 1.1. The key in the summer times is to get up early, get down there on the beaches early, right when that sun's breaking. That's when your deep tide is. And deep, I mean, if the low tide mark's here, then you're going to be able to get that much farther out to closer to the water, and that's where the people have been swimming. And that's why you see so many YouTube videos, especially in the summertime, and they're in their dark early morning. Those guys are out there because they know the secret, and that's the true secret on that. And I'm trying to explain it. And that's why minus tides, and you find a lot more jewelry in those areas too, and a lot less junk usually. That's why a lot of people enjoy doing that. So, but once you get past Labor Day and you get into late September, you get the flip, and that's when those tides will actually even up, 1.2 to 1.1, and then it goes 1.2 to 1.3, and it flips. So you run late September through the winter into spring. You'll have low tides in the afternoons and the real deep tides in the afternoons, and the lower tides you have in the mornings won't be as deep, so it's flipped, if you can think of that. And then you get your king tide in November, October, November. This year it's going to be a 1.1 on maybe the middle of September, the first middle 15th of September. You got a 1.1 in the afternoon, so that 1.8. So that's a very deep low tide. That's your lowest tide of the year. You need to be able to use a tide chart if you're really gonna find stuff. If you're gonna be real serious about beach hunting, you got to be able to use a tide chart before you even think about reading the beach, and that will put you in a better spot. But reading this beach, I can tell you right now, if you followed my videos from the last 4 years, Northampton, I was kind of the guy that kind of alerted everybody to that. If you go back and watch some of the videos, that's kind of what's happening on this beach now. Even Jeunesse Beach a few years ago, if you follow the videos, saw a lot of gold come out of there. Same situation, but now it's moved up to the north. And what's happened is you got an offshore cut that's developing on this beach I've been hunting. You got the breaker wall here, and we got some of that stuff over there where that breaker wall was. And there's a deep trough offshore, runs just like a snake, and it actually runs all the way down to the end of this beach, the southern end of the beach, where it circles out, and then there's a patch of rocks that have really become exposed. That's sand being grabbed, and all that sand's being funneled down. It's just like a stream, funneled down, and then it's being run offshore and even piled maybe up to the northern end of the beach. So down in this area, we really want to target this area, especially on a low tide following this tide chart, because this is where the trough is. You saw a video, and I'm going to talk a lot in this video because I want to try to let people understand what my line of thinking is. You saw a video, my last video before this, I was up at York, and this same situation here was up at the mid-tide mark up at York Beach, Short Sands. And I was gauging that by, there was a big stone in the center of the beach, and that stone was becoming more and more exposed every low tide cycle, and I've kind of been watching that. It's something to keep an eye on up there, because if that gets real low, that means you're going to be that much closer to some of the deeper objects. A lot of silver on that beach. But in this scenario here in southern New Hampshire, instead of it being the mid-beach mark, this trough is more offshore, and that's why we have to go to the tide chart and look for the deep low tides, especially in the morning, to get down there and access this to try to get rings like this. And that's how I'm trying to explain this. But back to the chart, like I say, it's pulling sand out. You can see a lot of smaller rocks that have all of a sudden become larger rocks. I'd really like to see it become like Northampton. I doubt it's going to get that extreme, but I think we're going to start to see a lot of gravel showing up in these areas, and that's going to be another telltale that it's about to produce gold. So this may be the beach, the key beach for the winter, running into the fall and winter this year, unless something changes via storms. I'm going to keep an eye, and I'm really going to work this beach. I think we're going to get some good gold out of here if this starts to produce. But today it was good, and there's a small tidal pool now that's formed, and at the base of the tidal pool I actually picked up those two rings. So definitely going to go back down tomorrow and give it a shot. But that's some of the, the methods that I kind of follow, and I just don't, wake up in the morning and just run out willy-nilly and go and dig around. I mean, I do zigzag on the beach. I look around, but a lot of it is reconnaissance work that I've already done, kind of a plan of attack. I'll find the low tide. I'll know there's an offshore cut because I'm seeing a lot of brick-brack and shell accumulation up on the higher end of the low tide mark. And then I'll just pinpoint it and I'll go down and attack it. And this morning I almost missed it. I walked through, didn't get many signals on the northern end, but once I backed off, started to hit some coins, and then I slowed down and I banged the rings. And that's how you kind of want to play it when you're beach hunting. No coins, move off the beach. If you start to find coins, then slow down, grid pattern. Usually you're going to hit jewelry. So great tips. They've worked for me for a long time. I know this beach, and I'm going to not boast, but I know this beach better than anybody. I've hunted it 35 years since I was a young kid, and I've done great. And this southern end on this beach is an atrocious amount of jewelry. 10 years ago, just offshore down on the southern side, not all the way down, but pretty close to another beach down here, there was an offshore cut, and I got tons of gold jewelry. I got a Marquise diamond out of there too, so there's definitely good stuff on this beach. It needs to be watched. It's just kind of playing it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will start producing. Maybe we'll get some other spots to open up. York, I'm kind of watching that mid-tide mark up at Short Sands. And even Long Sands, offshore, there's definitely a cut on the middle of the beach down by the restaurant, Lighthouse Restaurant, if you guys are familiar with that. I've been watching that. Haven't really detected it yet, but I'll probably go up and take a look soon on that. Wanted to give a shout out too is a guy named Mark Tompkins. He's putting some videos up, so I'm going to put a link. Go over, subscribe his page, like his videos. He's a good guy. He uses a MindLab Equinox, and I like to support anybody out, doing the hobby, and give him a shout out. And like I say, go over, like his page, give him a subscription, help him out a little. Everybody needs a little enthusiasm in this hobby sometimes. So, and we'll keep hitting this beach. I think it's going to produce. We'll keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.